A Course in Miracles. Lesson 23. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work, if your perception of the world is to be changed. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. There is no point in lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically. The world you see is a vengeful world, and everything in it is a symbol of vengeance. Each of your perceptions of external reality is a pictorial representation of your own attack thoughts. One can well ask if this can be called seeing. Is not fantasy a better word for such a process, and hallucination a more appropriate term for the result? You see the world that you have made, but you do not see yourself as the image maker. You cannot be saved from the world, but you can escape from its cause. This is what salvation means, for where is the world you see when its cause is gone? Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. Loveliness can light your images, and so transform them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate. For you will not be making them alone. The idea for today introduces the thought that you are not trapped in the world you see, because its cause can be changed. This change requires first that the cause be identified and then let go, so that it can be replaced. The first two steps in this process require your cooperation. The final one does not. Your images have already been replaced. By taking the first two steps, you will see that this is so. Besides using it throughout the day as the need arises, 5 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. As you look about you, repeat the idea slowly to yourself first, and then close your eyes and devote about a minute to searching your mind for as many attack thoughts as occur to you. As each one crosses your mind, say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about blank. Hold each attack thought in mind as you say this, and then dismiss that thought and go on to the next. In the practice periods, be sure to include both your thoughts of attacking and of being attacked. Their effects are exactly the same because they are exactly the same. You do not recognize this as yet, and you are asked at this time only to treat them as the same in today's practice periods. We are still at the stage of identifying the cause of the world you see. When you finally learn that thoughts of attack and of being attacked are not different, you will be ready to let the cause go. Lesson 23. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Lesson 23. The only exit that works. There is a reason Lesson 23 does not whisper. It does not negotiate. It does not offer alternatives. It says, only way. It says, ever succeed. And then it closes every other door without apology. This lesson is not gentle with the ego. It is merciful with the mind. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Not by fixing the world, not by improving the story, not by educating the villains or rescuing the victims, not by lamenting, not by mourning, not by marching, not by arguing. Because by the time the world shows up, the damage is already done. The world is late to the crime scene. Thought was there first. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see, not influences it, not colors it, not nudges it, makes it. So working on the world is like yelling at a shadow to straighten up.
It feels productive. It looks active. It changes nothing. That is why the Course says there is no point in lamenting the world. To lament means to mourn the dead, to grieve what is already gone. The world is already gone. It never had a life of its own. And there is no point in trying to change it either. Why? Because the world is not a cause. It is an effect. And effects do not initiate anything. They only report what already happened. Trying to fix the world is like editing a receipt after the purchase cleared. The transaction already went through. Thought was the purchase. Perception is the receipt. So the lesson does something radical. It does not ask what is wrong out there. It asks what is happening in here. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts you do not want. Not the people, not the institutions, not the headlines, not the bodies. The thoughts. And then the Course drops the line most people glide right past. The world you see is a vengeful world. Why vengeance? Because attack thoughts always assume something was taken, something was stolen, something was violated, something must be paid back. Attack does not need fists. It needs blame. And every perception of external reality becomes a picture of that blame, a pictorial representation of attack thoughts. That means the mind is not seeing. It is projecting slides onto a screen. Calling that seeing would be generous. Fantasy is closer. Hallucination is more honest. Because nothing is being discovered. Everything is being displayed. You see the world you have made, but you do not see yourself as the image maker. Notice what the Course does not say. It does not say creator. It says image maker. That is precise. A creator creates reality. An image maker rearranges illusions. The ego is not powerful. It is prolific. That is why you cannot be saved from the world. There is no world to be saved. But you can escape from its cause. And that is what salvation actually means. Where is the world you see when the cause is gone? Not healed, not upgraded, not redeemed. Gone. And here comes the quiet miracle most people miss. Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. You are not asked to invent peace. It is already there. Loveliness can light your images, not erase them violently, not punish them, not shame them. Light them, so that what was made in hate becomes lovable. Not because hate was justified, but because it was never alone. Now the lesson turns practical, unromantic, specific. Look around, then close your eyes, and find the attack thoughts. Not the dramatic ones, the quiet ones. They should know better. I wouldn't have done that. They disrespected me. I'm being treated unfairly. Some attack outward, some curl inward. I messed everything up. I'm always the one. I don't matter.
The Course says, treat them the same. Why? Because attacking and being attacked share the same assumption. Someone has power over me. Both are images without a source. Both are stories trying to justify fear. Both are asking the world to explain a thought the mind already chose. That is why every argument, every outrage loop, every viral clip always orbits the same two poles. Attack, victimhood, different costumes, same script. Lesson 23 is not asking for better behavior. It is asking for clearer sight. Not by force, not by denial, by seeing cause clearly enough that the effect dissolves on its own. That is the only way that ever succeeds, and it cannot fail.